reading Brad Feld's Startup Community and finding out why he's so successful. A lot of threads in particular that's really getting to me is the Ellen Langer prejudice decreases as discrimination increases. Just the inclusion aspect that Brad talks about in a startup community, that there's no hierarchy, there's no climbing up the ladder when you enter a town. Very Carol Dwekian, very rhizomatic. I don't know who else, but the idea of standoffishness, the ability to stand away from things rather than get all dramatic about them. What I read this morning, in particular between a government and an entrepreneur, pyramid versus network. And I guess it's Roger Martin-ish as well. It's just an acknowledgement, not pointing fingers or saying anything's right or wrong. They're just different aspects, and acknowledging them is huge. So of course my mind has gone all over thinking about IDEC 13 being in Boulder, and how could we make it so different? How could we embed startups all through it so that maybe we model what we're trying to model in a city? Maybe things don't cost anything because we figured out how to share. Interesting too, Brad's talking about for success to happen, longevity is important. And he, maybe a third to a half a way through, but he seems to be talking quite a bit about geographical longevity. And interesting too that he says 20 years, but he says the 20 years starts every day. It's not like, so. I think the biggest pieces are the inclusive piece, which I'm zooming out and looking at a person starting themselves up. Public education being the startup of you, how important it's going to be to not spend all our time analyzing the hierarchy or the pyramid, and instead creating nodes that matter, I guess, because they're about doing and being. And that we all really are working towards the same thing, so it's amazing how much learning I have to do every day, and how much of the things I see, a lot of the reason I'm seeing them is because I'm dealing with it myself. And the more aware I can be of that I'm always looking in a mirror, that helps to quit pointing fingers. It helps to redirect energy, helps a sense of community.